Hi everybody, this is Krista. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do the reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your love reading. So love, romance, or creativity. It's true. I've developed something a little bit new. So instead of just general readings, this is specifically for love, romance, partnerships, and creativity. So I hope you had a chance to look at your general reading. I do find it helpful toward romantic situations. And if you have a second, let me know how you feel about me breaking them up. I think they're going to be useful, so I hope you enjoy them too. All right, so love, romance, partnerships, creativity. And that beautiful Empress card coming out. Something about to gestate. Maybe something about to be born here or created. What does Scorpio have to know for the month of December around love and romance? Love and romance for Scorpio. December, love and romance for Scorpio. Love and romance for Scorpio. Right, so we're going to get 9 cards out today. The left column will be yours. The right column will be your partner or potential partner. Very likely dealing with an air sign or a Pisces or a Taurus. Wow. Wow. Anytime I see Pisces, anytime I see the moon, of course that's ruled by Pisces in the Tarot, I always think of 12th house energy, which is undoing. It's self-undoing. It is knowing the darkest, deepest sides of ourselves so that we can come out the other side intact while keeping those memories, keeping those scars, and using it to your advantage. So it doesn't have to be a negative thing. This is also something coming to light, something being brought into the light that is currently in the shadows. These are your outcome cards, by the way. The High Priestess is really a mystery. This is intuition, intuitive knowing, intuitive knowledge. If you're partnered, for example, I think that you and your partner will be on the same page. I do think, however, that something needs to be communicated. There could be an old heartache here. There could be some thoughts of disappointment that do need to be communicated so that you can move through them. These are both incredibly highly intuitive cards. So a great deal of intuition is occurring here with outcomes between you and your partnerships. If you're not partnered or if you're seeking or curious about a partner, this partner is seeking and curious about you. You may meet them after coming out the other side of something, and they may meet you, or the timing might be right between the two of you, for example, for them to finally tune into their intuition and follow their higher self, and then they'll meet you. But like I said, if you're already together, you do need to communicate something so that you don't live in a sense of imagination or shadows around a relationship. I did not expect to see any of these cards. I know that sounds bizarre, but for a love reading, this is peculiar. Yeah, and then we're dealing with institutions here. This person could be, and of course right under it is like the judge, the lawyer, the doctor, the surgeon. Someone who has a great deal of knowledge, like very specified knowledge, probably It could be a technical arts, could be the healing arts, whatever it is a very technically advanced person. Someone who's very well read. This could be a doctor. And like I said, it sits under this institution card here, this vows, commitments, institutions. This could be a spiritual advisor. This could be someone who left an institution and then became an advisor. This could be a counselor or therapist. Very truthful energy here, very honest, and someone who has a lot of information. Very skilled individual here. It could be a woman, but if it's a woman, it's someone who would present themselves sort of in a masculine way. If it is a guy, it's someone who's going to be comfortable in his own masculinity. In your column, here we have the Ten of Cups. This is really gorgeous, highly emotionally, I would say, intact and developed energy. This is really sitting pretty within your own emotions. So you are very emotionally sound here. And then you have this rest period. You're going to rest your mind here, which is really nice to see. Out of all the swords energies, it's actually one of the most relaxing out of all the swords or air element. So, and then we do have these other air, of course, the 3, which is a little bit of heartache, but doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. And then this sort of taxing, little bit stressed out information, stressed out messages here around the relationship. So I see a lot of advancement here if you're both willing to take a personal, I was going to say risk, but I'm going to suggest accountability. Okay. I don't see risky energy here at all. But I do see accountability. You need to understand what it is you're bringing to the fore, the both of you. Okay. I'm not picking on you. The both of you need to understand what it is you're bringing to the fore that is not only conscious, but subconscious. There is a great deal of subconscious energies here that you may not know are being expressed or relied upon or drawn upon in moments of stress. Okay, so that being said, let's get into why I would be saying that for your entire reading. The current state, yeah, there's upsetting messages, upsetting communication. This is a restless mind, just somebody who's a little bit dissatisfied with what they're hearing. Maybe even what they're learning. There could be a mental or an intellectual struggle here. In your partner's current position, they are emotionally walking away from something that doesn't serve them anymore. It doesn't mean it's you necessarily. It doesn't mean it's you. It just means they're walking away from something that doesn't serve them anymore. It could be old habits. Maybe they're aware of this. Maybe they can see what they're bringing into this and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm conscious of this. I'm not going to allow this to emotionally follow me into a new situation. And then the nature of the issue. Yeah, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Something is lurking beneath the surface here that is affecting the way that you approach communication and your affections for another person or a creative project. Okay? This will probably never go away either. It's just something that we need to wrap our heads around in order to prepare ourselves to cope with in the future. The nature of your desires, yeah, 100%. This is absolutely gorgeous, emotionally fulfilling energy. Of course you want this loving, emotionally expansive and respectful and lush relationship. You should, Scorpio, have this as your desire. It's a beautiful card to have in your desires. As a desire, it means you have the utmost. Your need for a beautiful, lush, fulfilling emotional relationship is massive. Your partner's desires is having someone who is clinical, okay? These are almost, I wouldn't say at odds, but they're polar. You need different things from each other. You need a great deal of emotional affirmation, fulfillment, clarity, depth. Your partner's desires, a little bit different. They need clinical advice. They need someone who's maybe book heavy or has an expertise in something. Very intelligent. They need someone very, very intelligent. In the challenge for you is taking a rest. Yeah, putting your mind at ease. You want to take a little bit of a rest here. Don't push something. Don't try to force something. You want to take a mental rest around something. Just trust. Just let something be. Here with your partner's challenge is a vow, a commitment, institutions. Maybe they're locked up? Question mark? I don't know. That just occurred to me. Or they're locked in. Maybe they're currently in a relationship. They can't get out. But what is their challenge? It's a contract. It's illegal. It's something binding. They're bound to something here. It could be that they are in a position of authority over you and it would create a conflict of interest. That could be the simplest way to read that. And then your outcome is the moon. Of course, that's what I started out reading, so I won't go into massive detail here because we already spoke about these, but this is your self-undoing, okay? Your outcome is your self-undoing. You have to get to the core of who you really are in order to realize this fulfillment between you and your partner, right? Or else there's always going to be stuff bubbling under the surface that isn't accounted for or dealt with. And then your partner's outcome is the High Priestess, right? This is mystery. This is the ultimate in intuition. This is someone who, and I would suggest as well that these are almost at odds. You know, the King of Air or Swords, as it were. The King of Swords is like very heady, very intellectual. The High Priestess is virtually the opposite of that. So I think they want someone who's a little bit different than them. What they think they want and what they're expressing isn't necessarily the same thing. They might want the best of both worlds. Not that you can't deliver, but just that they might not be aware of what they want. It might be a mystery to them. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I mean, do you want that? Do you want that, right? Someone from your past is returning from your life. So that can be a good or bad thing. I mean, you can use that to your advantage, however you see fit. But the reconciliation part doesn't mean that you have to partner up with this person again, does it? It means that they're just coming back. And it may be a nice opportunity for you to reject that. Say, I don't want to be part of that anymore. I know we have a history, but I don't want to be part of that anymore. I'm moving on. Come to the Edge is gorgeous because this suggests that you take a risk with love. If it's from the heart and you're taking it with love, move forward. You won't let yourself down here, but you have to do it with love and you have to move forward in your highest sense of self, your highest value. We want to get out of the head and into the heart space here, Scorpio. So really nothing concerning or upsetting here, just about going deep. You're both invited to go deep this month. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Please subscribe and to my channel, like and share my videos, and comment if you have a second. I really appreciate you watching. Take excellent care, Scorpio. Bye for now.